What's up, Key Issues? Garrick here, and welcome back to another Umbrella Academy video. This video is going to cover Deigo Hargreeves, aka number 2, the Kraken. Feel free to check out our other Umbrella Academy videos covering the other members of the family and other characters throughout the series. There will be a link for all of that down below. These videos cover the comic book origins and abilities of the Umbrella Academy members, but there will be some elements in this particular video that contain spoilers for the show and potential future seasons of said show. With that being said, if you are sticking around to watch the video, then consider yourself warned. Deigo is the most rebellious member of the Umbrella Academy, and quite possibly one of the most dangerous due to his unique moral compass. His designation as number 2 puts him oftentimes as second in command behind his adopted brother Luther. Deigo is closest to his sister Vanya, as both of them view themselves as outsiders. Diego's interest in Vanya goes deeper than just being her brother. He's also in love with her, not as a sister, but actually in love with her. They even form a punk rock band where he plays bass, the best instrument. Deigo possesses an interesting power. He's able to hold his breath indefinitely, as well as the ability to handle knives with extreme pinpoint accuracy. Neither of these powers are viewed as particularly valuable to his father. Deigo is also very skilled in hand-to-hand combat. As an adult, Deigo is shown missing his right eye. However, how he loses this is unknown, much like his brother Ben's death. This will assuredly come out in a future series. Now, onto Diego's history. 10 years after their adoption, and after very rigorous training, the Umbrella Academy makes their debut in Paris to stop zombie robot Gustave Eiffel and his rampaging Eiffel Tower. After the tower is brought down, Deigo murders Gustave Eiffel and in the process triggers the tower to launch itself into outer space. The team saves the day and are awarded ice cream. During the events of the mini-series Apocalypse Suite, the Umbrella Academy is called home after their father dies. Deigo is especially cruel to his siblings, not particularly caring much that his father had passed away. The team must reassemble and face the Terminauts, a group of robots that Dr. Terminal programmed and then hid. They were designed to reactivate if the Umbrella Academy ever reformed. During the battle with the Terminauts, Vanya arrives and becomes a distraction. At this point in time, it's believed that Vanya doesn't have any powers, and Deigo is especially mean to her over the fact that she abandoned him years ago. He tells her that she is dead to him, and she runs off and right into the arms of a group of psychopaths that help her unlock her latent destructive power and become the White Violin. The majority of the story of Apocalypse Suite is covered in our video on number 7, Vanya Hargreeves, the White Violin, so check that out if you haven't already. Eventually, the group confronts Vanya. Deigo gets the leg up on her, but is unable to bring himself to harm her. He tries to talk her down from her anger and even admits to her that he loves her. At that point, when she is distracted, number 5 shoots her in the head, incapacitating but not killing her. So Deigo helped save the world at the cost of his relationship with his sister. After the battle, Deigo and Space Boy appear to, at least on some level, reconcile their differences. After stopping Vanya, Deigo resumes his life as a costume vigilante, hunting down criminals and beating up bad guys. Deigo starts investigating crimes that he believes are linked to his brother, number 5. Because of his investigation into 5 and Diego's issues with Luther's leadership, number 1 and number 2 come to blows. However, Deigo wasn't wrong in investigating 5. During the events of the miniseries Dallas, we find out that 5 was a time-traveling assassin who had been tasked with killing JFK in order to prevent a nuclear apocalypse. 2 additional time-traveling assassins named Hazel and Cha-Cha come to apprehend 5 and bring him back to the bureau he works for, but in the process they kidnap Klaus, number 4, the Seance. Luther and Klaus escape and kill Cha-Cha and Hazel, then meet up back at the academy with Deigo. They go to the gravesite of Pogo, who dies during the events of Apocalypse Suite, and find that his corpse is no longer there, indicating that the timeline has changed. His body is instead replaced with a time agent's corpse. The Seance, the Kraken, and Space Boy travel back in time using the corpse in order to stop Five from completing his task of killing JFK. Now keep in mind, they don't know that killing JFK is going to prevent an apocalypse, they just think that it's the right thing to do. Deigo, Klaus, and Luther travel back in time and end up in the Vietnam War. However, they get there 3 years before Kennedy's assassination. And this part is kind of ridiculous, but Deigo ends up in a mission where he is transporting the corpse of an ancient mummy across Vietnam in order for the seance to resurrect it in Saigon in order to kill everyone and end the war. The team eventually gets jumped by Vietnamese vampires, yes, vampires, and Klaus is forced to resurrect the mummy early, but the rampaging mummy is destroyed by Luther. The three of them then travel to Dallas, Texas via a televator, a device created by their father and rebuilt by Klaus, and a younger version of Pogo. It is also assumed that Pogo survives and is warned of the impending fate that he has during Apocalypse Suite. The team attempts to stop Five from his mission of killing JFK, but ultimately fail when number 3, Allison, kills JFK masquerading as Jackie Kennedy, which is explained in Allison's video, so check that out. The team then returns home to their own timeline and once again disbands. Deigo next appears during the latest series, Hotel Oblivion. Deigo resurfaces in Tokyo tracking down Luther, who was living there and acting as a vigilante hero. Deigo assists Luther in hunting down Dr. Zhu, a friend of their father's. Together, Deigo and Luther travel with Dr. Zhu to an uncharted portion of outer space called Afterspace. There they find the suspended but alive body of Saint Zero, a space adventurer that we know absolutely nothing about. The team ends up being pulled into a tear in space-time, and they crash land on a planet that is being used as a prison called Hotel Oblivion. It was built by their father as a holding ground for the world's most dangerous prisoners. During the events of the story, the prisoners are able to escape through a televator, and the Umbrella Academy is forced to apprehend their old villains, except they have to apprehend them all at once, and not individually as they had done before. Things don't go well for the Umbrella Academy, and they have to be saved by the Sparrow Academy. It's at this point that the series ends, and that's all we know up to this point. So that's it for Diego's comic book origins, powers, history. I hope you learned a lot, and if you think we missed something, feel free to let us know down in the comments. Thanks again for watching, everybody. We really appreciate it. Be sure to like and subscribe if you did enjoy the video. It does really help us out. Also, be sure to follow us on all the social media you see on screen, and down below our Twitters will be pinned, so be sure to check us out there. Thanks again for watching, and remember the motto, it's Deigo Hargreeves over everything, and I'll see you guys next time.